What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of
E&V Cash Flow.
E&V Cash Flow, where we normally talk about real estate, cash flow, business, blah, 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 money, all that stuff. We wanted to mix it up a little bit and talk about some lifestyle. So, baby girl right here ain't never been out the country.
Hey!
So, we decided to give y'all a behind-the-scenes look at her first trip out the country and to rate our experience to Tulum, Mexico. Tulum, Mexico.
Period.
It's like one of the hottest spots to travel to in 2021 or whatever. So if you're interested in going in Tulum, if you're planning a trip, this is your video that you need to watch because we're going to give you behind the scenes.
The ins and outs.
The ins and outs, what to expect, what to avoid, cool places to travel, cool things to do, all that fun stuff. So y'all tune in. Lifestyle video starts now.
I'm in that bedroom. Okay, so I first want to just dive into the fact that I had no idea where this man was taking me to until we actually got to the airport in Atlanta. We drove to Atlanta from Huntsville to Atlanta to catch the flight to what my ticket said was Cancun, Mexico. Okay? I'm excited. Oh my God, I'm going to Cancun. And he was like, yeah, but no.
Because if you're taking notes out there, mind you, you cannot fly directly to Tulum. Tulum doesn't have an airport. So you have to fly to Cancun first and then take an hour and a half drive to Tulum. Yeah. So make a note of that. And also make a note of when you get to the airport in Cancun, it's going to be crazy. Like, it's going to be people everywhere offering you a ride.
Bum rushing.
Like, the rental car place is going to be packed. Like, you're going to be in there for like an hour or longer. So just make sure you plan ahead. I think the best thing to do is get a rental car and then drive yourself to Tulum because these taxis and all this pandemonium is going to be too crazy.
Well, honestly, I feel like the best thing to do is do what we did. What was the name of that the company that you called that took us there?
So we did e-transfer.
E-transfer.
So we looked up a company called e-transfer and they took us from Cancun airport to Tulum, and then we actually had a host that got us a rental car when we was in Tulum. So you can do that too because that line to get a rental car is gonna be kind of long.
It's very stressful and it's hot.
Yeah. So
extremely hot.
So probably either wait in that line to get a rental car or take an e-transfer or a taxi. Just go ahead and get to Tulum and then try to get a rental car when you're there. That's probably like the easiest thing to do.
Yep.
I follow a lot of travel pages and I see people like on Instagram traveling to this beautiful place and I see people taking pictures with this garden looking woman that got her chest open. And I think it's called Mother Tulum. I still don't know the name of the place where people take the pictures.
Alum. It's H-A-L something.
We gonna drop the name so y'all know exactly what it is. But I saw that place, and then I saw people taking pictures on Escobar steps. So that was my main reason of wanting to go to Tulum. I'm like, look, I gotta get on Escobar place, and I want to see the green lady with the open heart or whatever.
She's not green.
the flower lady.
Yeah, you can say that.
So that was my main reason for wanting to go to Tulum. Everything else was just like a super bonus extra. So instead of us just talking y'all to death, we just want to roll some footage to show y'all some of the cool things that y'all can do and how we did it. Mind you, the first thing that we're going to show you is the cenotes. That's how you got to say it. Cenotes. This is where you go diving in the caves and it's beautiful water.
So much fun, y'all.
And you got to take a GoPro. Yeah.
No, that's not even the main thing. Please wear water shoes. Please.
Yeah, you got to wear water shoes because in the cenotes,
you don't have to.
The thing is real slippery at the bottom.
The rocks are sharp.
Yeah, the rocks are sharp.
Yeah.
But I booked the cenotes tour. Watch this, y'all. It was $36 a person on Airbnb. So on Airbnb you can obviously find a place to stay, but you can also look up the experiences and go to the experiences. Type in experiences in Tulum. You're gonna see the cenotes, and it's a 5-hour tour where it takes you to different caves and you can experience stuff like this. We are currently biking through these Mexico streets, headed to some caves with our Alabama crew. We got a host, we got some bikes. Now we're going to tour the city. We found our first little cave. Look how beautiful this is.
Just to this is shallow, and there is the middle have 116.
Okay. I'm gonna give her a little
1, 2, 3.
They going underwater?
All right, we recording.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Are we live?
We live.
Okay,
So,
wait, you standing up?
we going under, y'all.
Right. Damn.
So we going under. You ready to go under?
Come on.
We're going under.
The knife.
Come on, go under. Oh my God, the boo is getting away from us.
Catch the boy. Oh my God. All right,
Thank you, big ass.
All right, I'm ready to you. Y'all go under. 1.
Wait.
So what we gotta do? You gotta go under the rock. Hold your breath to get to the other side. Let's see. Hey. 6 seconds. Let's talk about best places to stay and really just lay out the options that you have. Option number 1, you can stay on the beach, on the strip where it's convenient. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive, but you can save money because you don't have to taxi back and forth or drive back and forth. It's like a 20-minute drive from downtown, which is where we stayed, to the beach. And it's not really that long. It's just the strip is like super busy.
Right.
So we stayed at a place called Central Park Tulum. It was downtown in Tulum. It was an Airbnb. It was super cheap. It was like
super nice. It actually looked like a resort.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
It had like a gym and rock climbing and a pool and a sauna and
a pool.
Pools. Yeah, so it's super nice downtown. We had a host there that basically met all of our needs. She got everything that we needed, and it was super cheap. It was like $60 a night for an Airbnb. So we recommend an Airbnb if you want to save some money, or if you want to spend a little bit more money but want convenience, then just stay on the beach. All right, so let's talk about some money, pesos, credit card, best options, worst options, and what we wish we would have known. before we went because we probably ended up spending a little bit more money than we thought, but it was all good. So first things first, before you go to your bank or go to an ATM and just withdraw however much money you think you're gonna need. And then when you get there, exchange that money for pesos. We didn't do that. We had to learn the hard way. We used US dollars for everything. And come to find out that it favors them when you use US dollars because people charge what they want to charge in pesos.
Like seriously, they charge what they want to charge.
Yeah, so we got there. I think the peso was like $18 difference between peso and US. Some people charge $26 pesos, and I'm just like, whatever, here, pay it. And we just kind of got, scammed a lot, but it was cool. But if we had pesos, then we would have avoided all that exchange, and life would have been a lot easier. Or if you're not a cash person, then there are places that let you use your credit card, and your bank is automatically going to give you the right
exact amount. Yeah, because they'll tell you it's $40 US cash. But then if you give them your card, then you realize that they only took $34 or $32 off your card.
Yeah. So best option, if you're not a cash person, use your card. Right. Just let your bank know that you're going out of the country, so you won't have any fraudulent stoppage or whatever. Or just exchange your money, get some pesos, and play that game.
Yeah, that's the best option. Get some pesos, exchange that money.
All right, next, let's discuss the food in Tulum. Moment of silence.
Yes.
Look, I was expecting some real good Mexican food with queso, and I love the Mexican restaurant, so I'm like, maybe in Mexico it's gonna be even better.
Oh my God, it was a trick. It was a whole setup, y'all.
Pump fake, y'all.
Listen, the queso. When you think of queso, you think of the white queso. You think of some smooth, whipped, wet cheese. This cheese is shredded. And it's microwaved and it's burned stiff to a bowl.
Well, maybe it's different. Maybe people like that. Just for us.
Maybe so.
The food wasn't good to us. Right. It may be good to other people.
If you're a vegetarian or a vegan, then maybe it may just be what you like. But that food, I just couldn't take it, y'all. And the drinks, okay, listen to me.
Drink some water down.
When you get to the airport, buy you some liquor. That is if you're a drinker. Buy you some liquor, because otherwise you would never feel what a buzz feels like in Mexico.
Yeah.
You have to get yourself drunk.
Everything is expensive. Don't get me wrong. The food is very expensive. But I think it's because of the entertainment that comes along with the food.
Right.
Like, the clubs are rocking, and they have beach clubs, so it's not like a boring restaurant where you sit and eat. Yeah, it's like a turn up restaurant. They got live entertainment,
and the ocean is directly you get to see the ocean while you're.
So you gotta go to Club Taboo, and this is what Club Taboo looks like. to another one, Club Mamba. That's what
Club
it's called.
Mamba. Yeah.
That's another one. That's another good one. They like right
right
kind of
across
close,
the street.
right across the street.
Counterclockwise.
So they got some real fine restaurants, not so fine food. If you're hungry,
drinks.
we recommend what we should have did is they had a grocery store out there.
Yeah, they had a grocery store. But we found that out from some friends that we met during our tour.
Yeah.
That told us that they went and bought everything. She was out there eating sour cream chips. Oh my God.
we almost went crazy when we saw a bag of chips.
What?
Like, chips.
Where you get sour cream chips from?
Yeah.
They had Fruit Loop cereal, they had everything, but they were saying like they had a grocery store that catered to us. So we could have went in there and got anything we wanted, but we found that out on our last night there. So
yeah, so if you want to save some money, then go to the grocery store and buy your food
Snack
and
out.
cook it.
Snack
because
out.
Otherwise, every time you go out to eat, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you at least spending $100
For two people.
Oh, for two people, you
$180.
You spending,
I gotta say this. I had the breakfast pancakes when we went to this breakfast spot on his birthday. The breakfast pancakes taste like cookies.
Yeah, they did.
Cookies with syrup on them.
Yeah, so
nasty.
Be careful.
No, beware of the food.
All right, this part is super, super, super important when it comes to getting around. Everywhere in Tulum does not have Wi-Fi. And if you're trying to use your GPS, it's not gonna work. And you're gonna be stuck somewhere looking crazy like a tourist that don't know how to get around. So here's the Wi-Fi trick. This is what you have to do. Whenever you have Wi-Fi, if you have Wi-Fi at your Airbnb or your hotel or whatever, put in your address of where you're going before you leave so it can just keep going. Because as soon as you leave and you try to type in the address,
it's over.
It's over. You stuck. And on the way back, if your restaurant has Wi-Fi, put back how you get back home before you leave so you can get back home. We forgot a few times and we had to go back to the restaurant to catch Wi-Fi and then put in our address back home.
Because I promise you, as soon as you leave from your destinated area, you don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Like you literally have to be inside of a building, and all the restaurants do have Wi-Fi though.
Yeah, even if you're on the strip, like go to one of the shops at the strip and be like, hey, what's your Wi-Fi code? I need to get some directions. Put the directions in, go. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do.
Guys, this here is a must. It's called an iTour where you do ATV riding, zip lining,
the cenotes.
Through the caves. Yes.
Yeah.
All of that for, what was it, baby? $80?
Yeah, so you want to go to a place called iTour. It's right by a 7-Eleven. I'll drop the address or I'll just drop the name. Just type in iTour and then go to this place. Tell them that you want to do the zip line, ATVs. They got horseback riding and they have the cenotes where they take you to the dopest one that we went to.
Yeah, the dopest cave ever.
It's the dopest cave
Super
ever.
Dope
they take you down this big, deep, you gotta walk down a few steps and you get in the water and then the instructor takes you way back in the caves. They got bats and like all kind of stuff. It's super dope though. But you have to do the iTour if you're gonna go to Tulum.
You have to. And another thing, there are so many different recruiters that charge different prices. Like we were quoted like $120 at first, and then our host is the one that got us. Right?
Yeah, so there's gonna be people on the beach like offering ATVs and zip lining, but they're gonna upcharge you. They're gonna try to like add their tax on it. If you go straight to the iTour place instead of going through a middleman, you'll get the best price. So just
because it was some people out there that paid $300, like $400, and we paid $80.
Yeah, so beware of that. But y'all got to do that. It's so much fun. And
so much fun, y'all, please. And the zip lining, is 3 different levels.
3 different levels,
you get the first level is like the lowest one, and then the wire gets higher. I mean the rope gets higher, and the last one is like, oh my God, it's super high. And and you're going across this road for about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Dope. Please.
Do the iTour.
iTour, please. Alrighty, guys. That sums up our Tulum touring information. We hope you guys enjoyed. We hope you guys take notes, because if you did, you're going to have a good time.
Yep, you're going to be okay. And if there's anything that we missed, because we definitely plan on going back, if you are a Tulum traveler and you have any kind of information that you can share, please comment below, because the people want to see this. And
They need to know.
yeah. So where to next?